Hey all, so the video you're about to watch is a presentation I did last week in February about reputation management, what it is, and how to get started doing it by yourself. It's a little long, but if you stay tuned, you'll get 5 tips on how to start managing your reputation right away, completely free. My name is Pam from P.A.Media, and I cannot wait to help you start managing your reputation. Enjoy! Reputation management has been a crazy thing of mine for the past couple months. I've been researching the heck out of it. I love it. I really feel that it's a complete game changer for your business if you do it and do it well, even outside of majority of the other marketing outlets out there. So we'll talk about that a little bit today. So I put together a really small presentation. I would love to keep this casual. If you have questions along the way, raise your hand or shout out, whatever, throw a star at me, totally fine. So let's talk about what is reputation management, why is it so important, who does it impact, and of course, how do you get started on your own taking care of this. So what it is, it sounds like a really long, complicated word, and when I just first read it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like this big crazy thing, it's going to take forever to understand, but really, all it is your customer's perception of your business online. That's literally it. Your reputation online is just what people think about you. It's the new word of mouth. So we all know that marketing in the marketing world, word of mouth is the most important thing to get new business. This is just taking it online. So now everybody has an outlet to leave reviews online, to talk about you on social, and all these different things. And if you're not aware of it and taking care of it, it could actually hurt your business in the end. So that's kind of what it is in a nutshell. As far as how it kind of fits into your business marketing and everything as a whole, I thought about this a lot, and you of course want to put your customer in the center of everything you do, right? Your experience for your customer you want it to be exquisite. You of course have branding happening. This is the look and feel of your business, the logo and the colors and how people feel when they interact with you. And then of course you have marketing off to the side, and that is all the messages that everybody is seeing about your business, right? So your reputation is a part of marketing, right? So I put a dotted line to it though, because you can't control what people say about your business. You can't sit there and type for them, unfortunately. But what you can do is affect the way that they think about your business through reputation management. So you can do everything that you can to provide a great customer experience so that they in turn talk well about your business, thus boosting your reputation and helping your business, your bottom line at the end of the day. So that's kind of how it fits into everything, how I see it happening. So why it's important, obviously, it helps your business and all of that. I found this statistic one day and it pretty much blew my mind that more than 90% of buying decisions are made from reading reviews. So that was huge in itself. If you're not paying attention to what people are leaving reviews about and what they're saying, it really, really could hurt your business again. That's why it's just really so important. Who it impacts, it's obvious, as I'm talking, it affects the customer, potential customers, your bottom line as a business, but it also impacts employees. So if you are growing and you're looking to hire, this is something else to think about. They're of course going to Google your business. You want them to see happy smiling faces, a great culture, positive reviews, great articles, like those types of things. So you always want to think about your business as a culture and what people are looking at it, so you can hire the best people also. So it really impacts everybody when you think about it that way. Okay, negative comments. I really didn't want to put this slide up because I really hate talking about negative stuff, but you have to when you're talking about your reputation, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can combat negative comments, and I get asked all the time, how can you get rid of them? This is terrible, it's hurting my business, all of this kind of stuff. So you could call the businesses where the terrible reviews are at, but it's most likely that they're not going to delete them. Unfortunately, you can try and sometimes you'll succeed, but it's really, really hard and difficult, even if they do delete it for you, really, unfortunately. So what I like to say is, as far as comments go and negative feedback, you want to be responsive all the time to everything, positive or negative. If it is negative, my best tip is to take it offline. So just leave a message that says, I'm sorry to hear about whatever it is. If you'd like to call this phone number, we'll have a chat and we'll see if we can help you or fix it up. That is the best so far that I've seen on ways to kind of talk to these people, take it offline so they don't do any more damage to your business. I also, little story, last week was talking to a client, and he literally had a customer come in last week, and she was telling him she read reviews about his business online, and that's why she went to that business. That's why she chose to go there, which was amazing. I was so excited about that. But she also made a comment that she also read there he has one negative review. We don't know where it came from or who it was, but we did that. We just said, I'm sorry to hear this. Give us a call. We'll take care of it. And she was really impressed by the way that we handled it. So like she literally came because of that. I was just so excited because this stuff really works. That's a real life story about negative comments. So just want to talk about that a little bit before we get into how to take care of your reputation. What are ways that you can do? Ways that you can do it. I've come up with actually 5 things. I tried to keep it really simple. There's a ton of things you could do, but these are 5 things that you guys could go back like right now and do at your office and start working on and taking a look at. So we'll get started with that. So the first one, if you don't do anything else, I highly recommend you just Google your own business. Go back to the office, take out a notepad, and just Google your business. Write down things that are good, that you like, you're like, hey, that's really cool, we should do more of that. See how many reviews you have, see how, if they're like recent or if they're from a long time ago, there's ways we could take care of that. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then also write down some of the things that you're like, I don't really like that so much, I really want to fix that. Take note of that, there's ways to take care of that. So literally Google your business, and then there's, you probably know there's tabs when you do that at the top for shopping and images of the things that you Googled, videos, things like that. Don't be afraid to click on that stuff. You never know what's going to show up, unfortunately, and you want to be really aware of it so you know what's out there. Also, you know, there's Bing and Yahoo too. Those are still popular search engines. Obviously Google's the biggest, but always take care of those too. Just get an overview of what's out there is really, really, really important. So that's my number 1. Update your listings is my number 2. So when you do look your business up, you're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff come up. And it might be from websites that you've never interacted with, and you're like, how the heck do they have my information, right? So listings, there's so many businesses out there, they get your information and provide it to people so they can contact you, right? If that information is not correct, they're not going to be able to contact you, and then also it confuses Google, so your list rankings aren't going to bubble up to the top. They're like, I don't know if this is the right person or not. In one instance, if you have your business name and then you incorporate it a year or 2 later, even not having the same incorporation name butts heads, and they get confused and they don't like that. So when you're looking at things online, make sure your name, your address, and your phone number are consistent everywhere. They're so, so important. And I know it's simple, but it's just something you can do where you could help boost your rankings again. So go out there and say, hey, this is me, claim your business, and get the right information so you can start driving up. Yeah, so well, speaking of that, you led me right into the next thing. If you do not have a Google business page, does anyone know if you do not have a Google business page or what it is? Looks like everybody does. Excellent. Okay, so I would encourage then, since you do have it, excellent for you, you know, it's like one of the number 1 ways that Google will rank you, of course. They give you a whole bunch of information to fill out. Go and check that out and see if you have everything there, because they put it there on purpose so their algorithm picks it up. So make sure you have the pictures and video, all your contact information. Just make sure you have all that stuff. And then another note on that is when you're doing your social media planning for your content, build your Google posting in. It only lasts for 7 days and it'll cancel, but that's another way to just get yourself out there a little bit more. It's kind of a clever trick I just ran into, so that's something else you can do. They have a way to show offers now and the products and all kinds of stuff, so just keep up to date with what Google's offering in their free listing. And the more you put there, the more that you'll creep up again in those search results. Okay, so reviews. I really like reviews. This is like the meat and potatoes of this, right? So the more reviews you have, the more likely you are to show up in Google searches, right? And then, like I said before, the more recent they are, also the better off you'll be. I read somewhere that if it's more than 3 months old, people kind of shove it to the side a little bit. So there's a lot of statistics around that, but I would love for you guys to get more proactive with your reviews. So I work mostly with service-based businesses. There's a spot in the Google page you can go and say, hey, get me more reviews. They give you this link, it looks like this, and all you do is copy it and just put it everywhere. So I highly encourage you to think about how you can proactively go get reviews. Get creative about where you can put this link. You can put it in your email signature. You could put it right in your process where if you go to a home and you're servicing or fixing the plumbing or whatever, you could leave a paper behind that says, hey, give us some feedback on how your interaction was with us or whatever. And they might not do it, but it's, again, a proactive step that you could take. So you're not, sitting just waiting to see, hey, is someone going to leave me a review? I wonder if it's good or bad. This is just a way to go get more. And then if you are getting some, not negative, but some feedback that's not as great as you would like it to be, it's okay because it gives you a way to fix your business in a way where you can get more positive reviews on top of that. So it's a good thing. It's not all bad. You had a question?
Yeah, we did this with our emails. All
Yeah.
our emails, put it in the link in our emails in our signature about a year ago, and over the last 12 months we got 40 reviews.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yep.
We didn't hardly get any before that.
Really? That's great. Yeah, I love that. It's a great story. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. So just go proactive all the time. Always ask for feedback. The worst thing they're going to do is not write anything. Hopefully they won't write anything negative because you have wonderful businesses, right? So just go ask and put it out there everywhere. Okay, so my next tip is SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. It's another complicated word. You could talk about it for a whole week. But if you don't have somebody helping you with optimizing your search results, these are the two things that I would recommend that you guys could do. Anybody can do it all the time. So the first is great content. So what I mean by that is if you have a blog associated with your website, just go start writing articles about topics that you know about and that you're passionate about. And things like that will start coming up in the searches when you Google things. So that's a great way to just keep your business out there. It doesn't have to be blog posts, it can be video. Video is really, really hot right now in the marketing scene. It'll get picked up a lot more readily. So video is really great if you're comfortable with that. Podcasts are really, really also up there with video. Those are really a great way to produce good content. And if you can make time for it, I like to do the triple deke, if anyone remembers Mighty Ducks, where you could do a podcast but record it, put it out on YouTube in video, and then do a written word article about it, and then you're kind of hitting everywhere with just one thing that you put your time towards. So more content is always going to be better. And then second, quality links is something, they call it backlinks, but all it is just being out there on social media or forums or wherever. People might be talking about a service that you might offer or something associated with your business. Just read what's going on and put some comments in there and link back to your website. That is fantastic. It's a fantastic way to get Google again to look at your listings, and they call it backlinks. The more good quality ones you have, the better off you're gonna be. So you're just kind of mingling out there with the public and trying to send traffic to your site. So that's something that you can do. It's easy. I've seen it work really, really well. Okay, and the last one I have, monitor, engage, and ask. Monitoring everything like we talked about, being out there and being aware of what people are saying about your business is just really important. A tip I have on that, Google has something called Google Alerts, where you could tell them specific words that might trigger your business name or your business name itself. And if somebody's talking about those things, they'll email you. So you can go out there and say, see what's going on, basically. So that's easy, it's free, and you can set that up anytime. And then engagement, same thing, just be out there to answer questions or, socialize with people. It's just so important to be transparent now online with your business. And ask, I thought this was a really neat thing I read the other day. People are doing, of course, polls and surveys, but they're more important than ever. It really feeds into your reputation, where if you email your clients from 2019, for instance, and just do a short survey of things you want to know and things that you think you want to make better, just send out a survey and ask the question. People love to talk, they want to help, so just ask, and again, just be available. So those are the 5 things I have on things that you all can go do right now, right away. They're all free. It's a great way to help boost your reputation and see everything. That's really all I have for today. More questions, definitely ask them. I left everyone a sheet on the table. There's some around the edges too. If you want to learn more, you can sign up at an email newsletter. There's a link on that paper. And I'll be adding more resources to that page as we go, so just informative things about managing your reputation. And of course, everyone gets a star because we want to take control of your stars. So enjoy, and thanks for coming. All right, I hope you got some value out of this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you'd like, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing more videos coming up about questions that keep coming up about reputation management, so we'll be doing that. So stay tuned for more, and don't forget to control your stars. Thank you. Bye.